yaki tole koma. Uhiga jikola. Uhu ya la yuhila. Ukubaya kana. Ye eke pikete kola. Sinaka hena hanako ponshe. Kona he tona fekesena kahena he. Oke maselo makelo kosa. Abisa. And mena oka. Hina kabisa ka. Hina kona hina. What a great day. And it started yesterday, if you want to say that, because it did. It's 12 a.m. yesterday, or the beginning of this day. That was yesterday. But anyway, before I go any further on a serious note, I want to take a moment of silence for a great family of royal bloodline, Mr. Eric Weaver. I want to take a moment of silence for his son and, show condolence and show unification as he has left our nation, but he's still here as an ancestor. There's a thought and a prayer away. But I just want to, before we go into today's topics of Blackanized Report, I just want to take a moment of silence right now. Thank you. Because Eric Weaver Jr., he got, what can I say? I can't say assassinated or through social engineering, but we can't keep blaming the outside force, even though we know it comes from them. But people make a choice. And it's somebody, always that that, pull the trigger with forethought or no thought. But your soul can't be brought back when you get shot like that. So I say to Eric Weaver, as a spiritual, holy man, a righteous man that I am, in the divine way and spiritual saying, that you stay strong, man, you and your family, and be blessed in knowing that your son is always near. He's an ancestor. He's part of the energy, divine energy. He was in the vehicle before that, but his vehicle got wrecked by someone that we don't detect now, but we got to correct that in our communities, man, because great people are leaving within our unity and communities that we need, So with that, my brother, you stay strong, man. You have my greatest condolences, and I know you have most of the people or Washington D.C. because you're a Washingtonian and you're well known. You got from a royal bloodline, so you be strong, brother. And with that, let me introduce myself. Not that you don't know me, but it's the proper thing to do. I am Humam Abdulmalik, the host of Blackanized Report, a global essence of spiritual blessings in the context of being a motivator and a stimulator. I'm not a hater and I'm not a racist, but I'm dealing with racism and I'm dealing with those who may hate the truth. Because most people that hate the truth, they are natural enemy, or the ones that sold their soul and become nigger Europeans, or I say agent provocateurs. And the ones that's predators, they can be saved because through social engineering, they're in their grave, mental grave or physical grave. If we don't reach them and stop them and let them know and have them to question themselves, then, oh man. I remember one time back in the past, there was so much killing going on that the goddamn the morgue was full. I mean, they had bodies laying off the shelves that got sold. I think that was in that crack era. I mean, it was so full, man. So we can't get to that. We got to stop it where it don't be none, nil. We got to stop that 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 feeling to kill each other. It's like they giving us a pill. It's like it's in the food or the air. I don't know if it's the chemtrails or the in the water, the fluoride or the lead or the music or whatever, but it's got to stop and we know it. So we can't take no cop, man. We know we got a natural enemy and they want us to attack ourselves like we predators, man. This is their plan. This is their game plan. And if we know this, we got to tell our young warriors so they can question themselves and come out of the hypnotic trance, doing the killer's dance. We must do a unity dance. We must come together in unity based on this here that you can't change. They use religion as a divide and conquer. They use your street corner or your apartment building floor to make you into a predator, a killer, a cold-blooded killer. It's not really you. I mean, they put all the drugs and guns and beautiful women, and you know, we can't kill because of a woman unless she's being attacked. Like I seen the dude kick and stomp the elder in the New York subway, and somebody taking a Facebook live shot and does nothing. Then the other one I seen where this European guy was hitting a woman like he was a boxer. And what did he do? He was a racist from the Earned Brotherhood or whatever. He went in the police thing and he paid a bond. They charged him with a misdemeanor, like he wasn't doing her no harm. And then he had a gun too. He probably could have shot her and talking about that standing your ground law. See, that's what they get because of white privilege and your centric and your European and white supremacy. It's all the same thing. But we got to bring that to an end. We should have did it before and nip it in the bud, but it grew from that weed that it is to a weed tree. Now I ain't talking about a weed that you smoke, no pun intended, but I'm talking about a furious, nasty weed that this ain't no good. It ain't got no good in it because it stole the story that is true and said that it was yours or that it was theirs, but what's ours, they said it don't exist. They said we didn't have anything to do with human history or civilization. Before they came out the caves, we had pyramids, we had federations and all those things. But we ain't gonna keep talking about them. We gotta talk about us. We gotta find the creator and learn how to trust each other in love and healing so we can stop the killing, man. And woman. I tip my hat. I did that. To ceasefire, don't smoke the brothers and the sisters. I tip my hat to Ronald Moulton that had, what is that, Peaceaholics. I tip my hat to Tyrone Parker and his partner, Rico. And I want to also send a prayer out to that strong warrior. Not only myself, but everybody that know him and came in contact with him, dealing with men, what is it? You know the organization that he had, Concerned Men or something like that. But they did the job. I remember when I came home, I think it was in, well, it wasn't in 94 when I first came home from college. I think it was in, it might have been 97 or something like that when they had a dispute up there in Simple City and all that, and somebody got killed, and we came, there was a calling for us to come up around the church, and I stood around the church as protection of something that might kick off. And that was my first contact with the brother Rico and Tyrone. Ain't no air in that. That's right. That's my brother right there. That's when I first met him. It was in the 90s when they did that. Somebody had got killed up in Simple City, I think from Eastgate or vice versa. They had the funeral up at that church right up there in Simple City. And they had a calling for us to come up there, and I was the one that came up there. And like my daughter walked past and seen me, she was like, what? and my son too. But see, I stand up for truth, peace, and equality. And I stand up for us not being the monsters that we have become to each other. But it's through social engineering, but it ain't no excuses for that at all. If we tap into our spiritual divine selves, we don't be their elves, or we don't be what they try to program. But they ain't trying. They have programmed our young youth, our young warriors, they're supposed to be warriors, into predators, murderers of our own kind. And we got to get that out of our mind, because we'll be losing in this time. But see, it's a divine time in the age of Aquarius. And see, in this time, a lot of us have found our mind in a divine way, because some of us have, through the grace of the Creator, has allowed our pineal gland to be activated by the melanin. And now we see with a divine eye, not that physical eye. I mean, but we're in the physical realm and the physical dimension. But when you become divine in your essence, and you receive the blessings of the Creator, now all you are is like an example of lessons. An example of blessings, because the light that shines from you, your aura and all that, is a divine light. It's a spiritual light. It's a cultural light. It's what you, as a soldier of our Lord, our ancestors, to guide us in this quagmire, deceptive maze that they created for us, in this circle with this ring master like the Wizard of Oz, to prevent us from dealing with the stars and the energy to come from the alignment of the planets and to our chakra centers and the kundalini and the pineal and pituitary gland. See, they don't want us to know about the energy and the spiritual essence of who we are, because we always been this way, like a shining star, like that black sun up there that it seems like as bright as light. It's a black entity that from the darkness come to light. We got to realize who we are. We got to keep realizing who we are, because we can't change this here. We can't change it. So we got to live in it. And then we got to rearrange our thinking. We got to rearrange our thinking. I like the way that green changed. You see that? Yeah, you see that light? And then it go to the darkness, shock it, and be dark. Then it come back, bam, and it get light. And that's what it's all about. But that's in us too, like the yin and yang. See, but we got to control our thinking and our mentality and our spirituality and our divine essence, which the blessings of the Lord gives us true direction. I don't know what that is. I hope it's all right, because this show hot as I don't know what. Woo! But man, we got to get on top of our game, and it's not a game, it's serious. We got to get on top of our reality and come together and stop the finality or the fatality that's going on in our communities around the country. See, this Facebook Live is worldwide. I'm saying I'm in contact with my young brother Abdul Rahman in Ghana. I'm with contact with my African brother. I say in where he from? Kenya. I'm in touch with my other brother. What is his name? The preacher from Sierra Leone. Charles Camilla. I forgot his ending name. But that's international. And then locally, I have a lot of my old school friends and new school friends from around, from the immediate DC area, around the country, from New York all the way to California. My voice is being heard. And I was asking a friend of mine, why people listen to me? And it's not a mystery, because I know I have a divine essence and I am a mystic. But I have developed that from just being patient and naturally inclined to my culture, seeking for righteousness and the divine essence in me, because I've been where my youth are now. I've been through that. I was the clown of the circus and caught up like the Jeremiah, like the gerbil on the turning wheel, or like the dog chasing my tail. I was there too at once upon a time, but I wanted to become spiritually in my essence and mind. And I became a Muslim, but I didn't know what I was doing because I wasn't studying. I didn't know you had to study. All you had to do is say you was Muslim. And I was committing what they call crime. And then something happened. I had to go to college. And then that's where I started developing more of a Islamic character to the point that they made me a spiritual guide, meaning imam of, 50, 60 men who trusted me and my deliberation of what I knew then, as far as the Islamic understanding of all the hadiths, all the like Bukhari, Muslim, Tirmidhi, all those things like that, and other Islamic information, and then my character. The same thing is now, even though I'm all those things. I'm talking about I got saved and baptized as of 7 years ago. I don't know if I was little. I remember something, they put me in some water when I was little down the country, but I didn't know what it was. And other aspects, I used to hang at the church, St. Stephen Church. We all did. That's where we grew up at. That's where the Black Panthers, Last Poets, and a whole lot of other people came through. I'm talking about all the Last Poets, the whole group, and all the Black Panthers came. I'm talking about from old school time. I'm talking about Angela Davis. I'm talking about Kathleen Cleaver. I'm talking about Huey Newton. I'm talking about all of them, man. They came up to where we hung at. I was 11 or 12, man. You don't think that made an impact on me? Then I was in the Black Volunteer Army of Liberation. And my brother Larry Weaver opened my eyes to African Pan-Africanness and revolutionary and nationalism theology at that young age also. And I could read very well because my parents got me the Cat in the Hat and World Book of Encyclopedias and the dictionary. I'm talking about at 4, 5, and 6. I was reading that on the level of 6th and 7th and 8th grade. And I loved it. That's why I like reading so much now. You know the saying that don't make me read you. See, I can read you too because I got a good discernment, but it's spiritual. That's why sometimes, people look at me and say, he quiet. I always been quiet, but you know why? Because I always observe my surroundings. Wherever I go, I observe it. I see everything before I get in the mix of it, in the middle of it. When I'm way down the street, I'm looking up the street on both sides and seeing everything that's moving. And see, I've been in that arena, like I said, in the quagmire deceptive maze, that when you get in there, a lot of people like it be for like mental graves for them. But with me, I paved the way to be free, mentally free, spiritually free. And I'm searching for economical freedom. But it's not about me, it's about us. When I say I'm searching for something, I'm searching for us as a people. And that's why I trust in our creator. And just like my brother, this revolutionary brother, Bo Lufa, Salaam Alaikum, my brother, big brother, that he's a revolution. Oh man, they go bam, boom. That's my man, Dingo man. He from Africa too. No, he islands. I don't care where he's from. He my brother. Always boom, blowing up something. And my man, y'all make my day, man. And my brother Marcelo D. Pisa, he on again, and Katharina Harris and Michael Mohammed. And I say, that's right, my brother. That's Dingo, man. Woo, love that brother there. I love all my brothers and my sisters on this whole plane of existence and the whole melanated nation of humanity. I love y'all. I mean, some of us have lost our mind and gone step into insanity. I was there before, so I know you got to grow out of it, and you got to do it by divine decree, and you got to want to be free from that, or you'll be in a mental grave, and if not a mental grave, you might be in a physical grave. I've been close to it a couple of times. Man, it made me feel like it wasn't like One time I had 2 blood clots on my lungs and pneumonia, man. And the doctor said that, after I was told, man, you need to go to the hospital. I'm saying, I ain't got to go nowhere. And they pressed me and I went there. We went to the primary doctor. As soon as I walk in the office, they tell me, you need to go to the emergency ward. I'm like, what the hell? What I look like? Was I ugly? Because I didn't feel no pain. I had hiccups and all that, I guess. So when I get to the hospital, and after they give me the regular thing, to checking my pulse and all that, then another doctor came in there looking all mean. She said, if you wouldn't have got here when you did, don't you know you would have been dead? You would have died. I'm looking at here, you ain't got to tell me that. Why you scaring me like that? But the reality of it, let me tell y'all this story, and this is a true story. When they said that, 3 days before that, I had died because I had this stuff already. I used to ride my bike from my job to here. So when I rode my bike 3 days before, on this particular day, I was riding it. Then I turned the bike about 2 apartment buildings from where I stayed. And I went up in the air. I don't know how I got that high. I came down. I hit my head or something. When I landed on the ground, I couldn't move. Couldn't open my eyes. And I realized that I had died. But something touched me and it brought me back. When I was getting up and I looked around, I seen somebody walking away. But when I got all the way around, they was gone. So I say that was the angel of life that brought me back. It wasn't my time to go. But nobody really believed, or I can't say nobody really believed because it was my story and I was there and I just told it to like I'm telling y'all now. But that's a reality that's part of me. I died and I came back 3 days later and then she said I would have died. But what can I say? And sometime after that, my third eye opened, right? Right in here, the energy of the creator came in me. I was chosen to be me, be an emissary of the Lord. And that's what I'd be. And I'm telling you, I hold the key to the secrets of the 7 seals, and I kneel before the 24 elders as I astro travel. When I die at night, when we go to sleep, we be dead. But you astro travel, your soul and your spirit go, your body is dead at that time. Even though your heart rate and all that be beating and all that, you be dead. That's what they said in esoteric and arcane knowledge. So, but when you astral travel, you go everywhere, light years away, anywhere, nocturnal gods and all that. But sometimes you come before your ancestors. Sometimes you could become before the 24 elders. It's all spiritual and divine. You think it's a dream, but it's not. It's real in your esoteric life, in your arcane life, in your divine spiritual life. That's real. This here in this physical side is an illusion. But we be losing because we ain't dealing with our divine selves, and especially our young adults, man. I'm talking about from 15 on up, maybe 12 on up. Some of them get shot and killed. It doesn't make a sense. It doesn't make sense at all. It ain't making you no bigger or none of that in the community. It's making you smaller when you have to deal with imaginary strength and all that, and I'm all that and this and that. You're not, man. Only way you be something is you come together in unity. We come together in unity and build and love and healing and the feeling of growing together, of developing our community, controlling our community, not having the Gestapo or the slave catchers to come in our community and take us out and take us to the auction block, in the courtroom where you get time. And then after you get time, you go down to the plantation. See, but if we purify ourselves in our temple, if we purify and don't commit crimes, then we ain't got to worry about them coming in our community, because when they come, we'll look at them like they some fools. What are you doing in here? We ain't doing nothing wrong. But we got to have our community clean like that, so we ain't got to have them to be in our community because there ain't nothing going on. This got to be worldwide, man, because they're trying to kill us all for real, because they're dying off naturally. Now black seeds just keep on growing. we got to be showing strength. We got to be showing unity. I'm talking about a unification that will build nations, that will build a black nation out of the ruins of what we had before. From the movement when they burned down the whole block in Philly. I was up Philly last week, and I seen that when they burned the movement house down, it caught on fire around the whole city block like that, man. And not only that, you remember Tulsa, Oklahoma, when they burned down the Black Wall Street, or you remember Smallwood in Florida that they did the same thing to bring about disorder because they was, like they say, haters today. They hated us because we had everything that they wanted and we was operational, and they didn't think that we can build a nation though. And we just came out of slavery though. But slavery wasn't nothing but a mind thing. See, we was in captivity. See, we ain't never been no slaves, nor a nigga, because a nigga is one that was lazy and shifted, so it couldn't have been us. And so we got to develop that divine mind and that spiritual mind and find ourselves in this time and help each other to grow. Because a lot of our young warriors are dying that are good men that don't realize their knowledge, their sacredness, and their intelligentness, and all of that. There go my brother Chris Matthew from Sierra Leone I was talking about earlier, you know, saying the connection of where I'm being seen and heard at. So that's another brother, and he's a preacher in Sierra Leone. He want me to come over there, but we got to do something. We got to talk, and I'll do that. But anyway, I just want us, again, as a people of Ward 8, to be mindful of Brother Eric Weaver's son has been taken away. So we must give our condolences in every way of his son and his family, and let them know that we care and we have love and feeling for that situation. Oh man, you know, it's like another strong warrior has been taken out of this realm of the physical reality. That's why we got to deal with our spirituality and our divine essence, and be blessed in our development as spiritual beings here in this physical realm, and do the right things for us as a people, and stop falling victim to whatever anger or whatever. Greetings, my brother Samir. Whatever anger that we, you know, get into, or emotionalism, man, we can overcome that and just, what's up? Assalamu alaikum, black guy. What's up? Always a pleasure and honor. That's my partner right there for life. Man, I don't care what nobody say. I'll take a knife to a gun battle with that brother. I love him because he's a true warrior, man. And he about business. He about black business, you know? And so that's what we got to be about. We got to be about black business. We got to be about, we got to do it in all areas. You know, I say, you know, I don't practice politics because I ain't no trickster and I ain't no musician. I mean, what is that? Magician. Because, you know, it'd be like abracadabra, alakazam, and this law is passed and this law is taken, and all of them fraudulent laws in the criminal enterprise in the culpable states. But we still got to do that so we can have part and play in our fate. It's in this system. So this how this system is operating. And so we got to be in a divine alignment of who we are as the gods that's in our temple. And we got to, you know, just make it plain and simple. From our temple to understand the universe so we can have a profound effect upon the universe. I know y'all hear that a lot, so I'm redundant. So I'm trying to get it to become part of your life. Because I know what it did for me, and I ain't nobody without you. And I say Ibantu because I don't mean anything if it ain't us unified. See, I grew up in a village, and that's how I survived. And beyond that, when I went into the infamous world, it was the same way with a group of guys that were strong in the deliberation of what we was doing. We wasn't, you know, I was in the mindset of building nation, but you can't straddle no fence. You can't be a revolutionary and a hustler too. So, you know, the Lord made me go through something that wasn't mine. You know, I ain't commit no crime, but I had to do a lot of time in college. And I got my PhD in streetology from SWU. And then a divine essence gave me another blessing. And the creator opened my third eye by bringing that energy through me in alignment of my pineal gland being stimulated by the melanin and my chakra centers, all of them operational, and especially the Kundalini. So now I just be a spiritual warrior, emissary, and I don't have a choice. What my brother saying, say, big brother, good morning. Good morning to you, my brother. We're viewing you right now. Oh, what I wanted to say to you, Chris, I want to say this to everybody. I'm on Inner Light Radio that be on the third and fourth Wednesday of every month. I was just doing Blackanized report on that, but I'll change up. Coming up in April, since April is Poetry Month, I'll be doing Poetry to Chess, which I confess that I'd be dealing also, because I'd be poetic, and I have a chess program under Conscious Chess Move, and Blackanized Incorporated is the umbrella over that. And so I'll be talking from that perspective, but it's Inner Light Radio. I get your number for you tomorrow or something like that, so you can call in, those who want to call in, to say a poem, not to debate or not to do any of that, but it's poetry house. It's a Poetry Avenue that I used to do on WPFW with my big baby brother, Marcelo Tolliver, who had Jazz Overnight. And on that, he gave me some space for Poetry Avenue. And matter of fact, one time he let me do about an hour or two of doing the whole show. You talk about, man, I feel so good because the music was popping, boy. I'm telling you, made me think I was a DJ. Excuse me, I get excited sometimes, but please forgive me. Oh, y'all saying, what's your name? No, it's not Trayon White, but you know what? This is somebody I hold in divine light. That's why when I put on this stuff, right, because I want people to know that I support him. I support him 1,000%. And I support him because he is real. He is he's a brother that divinely willed to be and to do what he's doing, to be at the table for us so we can get some of that gravy or whatever. Even though he up against gentrification and racism and all that, he still stands strong. And that's why I stand by him. You might not see me, but don't get it wrong. That's my brother that I believe in his movement, which I'm a part of. Hey, what's up, Brian? What's up, bro? That's my what is it? My little nephew. Yeah, a nephew. And he also is part of this royal bloodline of a divine family from the village. See, his mother is my oracle. And I'm talking about, you know, revolutionary spirit from a place that it was a village. I'm talking about where I grew up. I grew up in the church, St. Stephen Church. That's where we grew up at. That's where number 10 Police Boys Club was at. That's where Reverend, where his father went, brought up the last poets. You know the last poets. True Blues. No, I better not say that because these people was there. I heard you say something about that. And, you know, to say the record company would say something. And they say, well, you can't do this. And all, man, they're crazy. But anyway, brought the last poets up there, brought the Black Panthers up there, even gay people. The first time I seen some guys kissing and stuff like that was up there because this father was a revolutionary priest. I'm telling you. Father went. 16th and Newton, St. Stephen Church. Man, I'm telling you, Newton Street was like so long from 14 to 16. It ain't had no 15 in it, but it was so long from 14 to 16th Street. And the church was right on the corner, 16th and Newton. And man, but we had houses on one side of the street, apartments on the other side of the street. Then we had people that came from other areas around there and congregated right on our playground, man. So we was a village. And so that unity that we had things going on. You know, people might got robbed, and that's when what his name, J. Hoover, J. Hugo, J. whatever his name. You know, the homosexual, the transgene dresser or whatever. He was the head of the FBI. But you know how they do it, like in the Vatican, how the popes do it. They put on their dresses. Yeah, the same thing with him. And he had a lover in the FBI, but he brought drugs in our community because he said he didn't want a Messiah to arise among us. He didn't want to kill or had part of the assassination of King and X, Malcolm X. CIA too. It was a government hit. But they used us in the Malcolm hit to be the scapegoats, as they doing everything. And then they had agent provocateurs also, even with Kennedy. I mean, with King. And then with Kennedy, they killed their own. This is how ruthless these people are. But it doesn't make a difference to me because I don't care about them unless it's a John Brown royal bloodline. Because John Brown, to me, when he put up his family to say, man, we're going to help these people if we have to live or die. I respect the European like that, but these other ones that falsify the truth and say, we don't have nothing to do with slavery. I can say this. Them niggas getting paid from residue income from our free labor. See, they had generation wealth. And see, they so bad that with all the money they got, they pay their children way through college and all that, pay, under the table or whatever. But our children, we hustle and bustle and deal with our minds because we geniuses in this day and time. We always been geniuses. All we got to do is use our divine essence, and we will receive the blessings from our creator and our ancestors that's in our temple, that's from our DNA. And that's the reality. See, it's plain and simple when this is your temple. When you go in the temple, what do you worship? You worship the creator, what we call God, Allah, Jah, Jesus, or Yahshua, whatever you want to call it, is in us. That energy, that portion of it is in us. See, God is God of the universal reality. I'm talking about the galaxy, beyond your comprehensions and definitions of discernment. Can't even learn it, but we know through the creations of how we are so perfectly built, and in our temple, if we realize the esoteric language and arcane language that tells us who we are in the physical aspect of our building or our vehicle that carries our essence of the divine energy in us. And that's what we got to know and believe so we can stop acting like life thieves and killing ourselves because of the program that they're doing with the frequencies. I don't know what you're doing, but you're making that noise. But it's cool. I was talking to my consciousness because, sometimes they get beyond themselves. Or they just want to be heard. They want to get on my broadcast, but they don't know how they ain't got the nerve. You see how that thing turned light and dark? I like that. Come on, man, do it again. Don't, man, you ain't gonna do it because I said something about it. Oh man, how's everybody doing? I hope everybody's feeling great. And again, I want us to give our condolences to Brother Irby Weaver because his son passed from our debilitating hand. That's what I'm guessing, or I am, because I really don't know. I always say that the enemy came into our communities and did it. I'm tired of us killing ourselves, committing genocide. This really equated to suicide, because how many of us got to continue to die throughout the year? Like in Chicago, it's already 700 people, man, that been killed. But they say up there that the Europeans are putting on black skins doing it, some of that, you know. But the reality and the fact is that this is a national epidemic and it's a worldwide epidemic that we be killing ourselves. And if we stop killing ourselves, then we can deal with our enemy in a proper way. But we can't deal with it in a proper way because we are doing things to ourselves and we don't want to continue to kill ourselves, but something got to happen. Something got to stop this nonsense at our mind's expense because it's us that's we killing when we got a natural enemy. And see, we got to deal with it in the divine way at first. And we train, you know, we run, train. If it's martial arts or just hitting a heavy bag, we got to train, be able to run 5 or 10 miles, do 100 and some push-ups and set-ups and dips and pull-ups and all that, man. We got to be prepared. In a time of peace, we prepare for war. But there's always been war going on against us, but it's so subtle, you know, a silent war. But it is. I mean, you can see the chemtrail in the sky. This all over the country. I was in Philly last week, man, and they had them up there. I'm serious, a lot of them. But wherever you go, you can see them. On the highway, you see it. Chemtrails. You know what chemtrails is? Chemicals in the sky. They come down from the sky and affect us, you know? Not only that, you got lead and fluoride in the water. That's why I don't drink the water out the thing unless I bought it 2 or 3 times. And you can give me some spring water, really. I remember when I was small and we went up Rock Creek Park, the water used to come right out the ground. It'd be cool, man. It'd be clean. We used to drink it. Nobody messed with it. We all protected it. And that's like we got to protect each other. We got to protect each other like we married to each other, like we are family to each other. We got to stop this killing of each other, man. We got to. It hurts. And you put people in pain, families, man. Where parents got to bury their young children. It don't supposed to be like that. It can't be like that no more. We got to stop it. This is a silent war against us by the racist, hypocritical, I say political system of the Cabal states and the criminal enterprise. And it's worldwide. I'm talking about from the Vatican, the Queen of England, and all European countries, because they know who we are. We are divine people. They've been killing us all since they came into contact with us. From the pygmy and the tar, from what they call, St. Patrick's Day. That was the murder and the gentrification. I mean, not it was gentrification also, but the genocide that they committed against us. The little short brothers that they called, it was the Twa, the Pi people of Africa. It was 8,000 years before any of those people came to Ireland. We were there. And that's who the ones they talking about, the leprechauns that when St. Patrick's supposed to put the snakes and ran them in the water, kill them through genocide. Not only that, the Native Americans over here in Turtle Island, the land of milk and honey, when they came and tried to exterminate us, but we knew the land. So we, you know, they killed a lot of us and enslaved a lot of us and then brought some of us from Africa to come over here to work the land. See, but they don't believe they're immigrants, but they ain't, we the real indigenous people of this land. But they're going to say they made it like this. They made us think that a lot of us came from Africa, you know, the millions and all that, but we was already here. But they did bring some here. But that war been going on since then. And before then, back all the way when the Greeks came and studied at our feet, then plagiarized and stole and told lies to now today, people talking about I'm a Greek fraternity when they studied in ancient Kemet. Crazy, or the meaning is that you're going to give somebody else credit over you. And you are a matter of fact that the black essence of us taught everybody on this planet about everything that they got and know. But they say, no, you didn't have anything to do with civilization, though. They're liars and fortifiers and molesters and pedophiles and homosexuals and practice bestiality and all that. That's their reality, not ours. They're trying to make us duplicate and replicate them in their sickness, with our children become homosexuals and murderers and all that, pedophiles and liars. We got to stop that so our souls we can come on fire and destroy all that negative energy that's in us and purify ourselves. You know how they put steel in fire so they can mold and shape it. So that's the type of fire that I'm talking about, to be in our temples, so we can mold and shape ourselves to become divine entities once again. And that's what we got to do. We got to do it in black power, black peace, and black love. All the way from the streets to the Middle East. We got to fight against this beast that they created inside of ourselves and told our real reality to go to hell and put a spell upon us. But we got to break the spells. Like they say, you got to break the chain. You know that song in the Christian church? Got to break the chains, the mental chains. It's this black seed toxin. I don't know what this is, but it's strong too. I like it. I like it when it's strong, got that ginger in it or whatever. I don't know what it got in it, but it's tasty, spicy. I hope I don't take something to make me have to be so feisty on the bathroom or something like that. And the last one, this right here, this is ginger water. And I'm gonna drink this slow. I like it. So we got to check into our divine selves, my brothers and sisters. We got to be real with ourselves, and we got to love each other like we're brothers and sisters from a royal bloodline. We ain't got to be from the same bloodline, but we got to be like extended family. We have to do what rites of passages with our young children. We got to cultivate our children or our seeds from birth to life to where they can stand on their own. We got to protect us. We got to protect each other in our communities, man. We got to show love, you know. If we don't, we're going to be like, we're going to be all right. We're going to be all right. We just got to stop this spiritual fight against ourselves. We got to come into a divine essence and be the blessings to everybody in the community. The ones that know and the ones that don't know. We got to show the power of the divine ability to get our minds back by divine and ancestral alignment in this age of Aquarius. And know that our foe will fall because it's natural from the sunlight that shines so bright in a melanated way where they can't take it on their skin. That's why they got to use all that chemical blend, synthetic man-made stuff to protect themselves from the natural stuff. So they want us to be unnatural and practice all their ways and be murderers of ourselves and not, I ain't gonna say murderers of them, but when you're at war, it's not murder. So we are at war. We at what? Spiritual war, financial war, academic war, agricultural war. I mean, we just at war, but we can't be at war with ourselves when we got a natural enemy in this criminal enterprise called the States, United States of hypocrisy under satanic administration, or should I say the United States of America, and keep it real. But the truth of the matter that it ain't no United States of America. These people that call themselves Americans come from another country and they act like they from here, America, but most of them are immigrants and 4 or 5 generations or 6 generations from those immigrants that came here and took control of America. See, we were here because a lot of us was already here because they don't want us to know that we was the indigenous so-called people they call Indian. But see, they had them $5 European Indians that when they was giving away the land, and that's what they did. Maruddin Abu Ibrahim Rabah just joined us. But anyway, I mean, we gotta come together and be blessed in our coming together and be divine in our coming together and change our mind, change our thoughts and thinking and come together in a unified effort. I'm talking about not just here locally, I'm talking about globally. And when I say globally, I want to talk about the hashtag Black People's Comedic Boycott Ham. I'm talking about when we do that, we do it worldwide against all races on the planet. This is a global problem called racism, European supremacy, or white supremacy, or however you want to call it. So they use words like the narrative. So don't let them write the narrative anymore. We are writing the narrative. So we are going to even the score of bringing life to back the way it's supposed to be for those of us that's mentally free and spiritually free and economically free and agriculturally free, academically free. We are the ones that's got to bring us back into focus. I don't care what it means, even if they try to choke us. We got to stay strong as soldiers and brothers, extended families of a royal bloodline. If you think I'm lying, just try it. Just try to be divinely and supremely spiritually inclined. You'll see the power that is becoming alignment, like the sun and the planets. It's a spiritual thing. It's a frequency and vibration and energy that if we keep in a divine alignment, that they can't deal with the frequencies that are mess with our mind and have us acting like predators and monsters all the time, especially our young adults that always listen to, I'm gonna kill you, ma, huh? Oh, she ain't nothing but it. We gotta stop that, man. We gotta get our own music. We gotta pool our resources with all our high-paid athletes and the Negro Pins like Offer and all, Perry. I ain't call Perry a Negro Pin, but you know, his nature is kind of, shook over. But if we pool our resources, man, we can, what we want to look at, what we want to listen to, we do it because we buy it. It's ours then. We can't let them say, well, if you do that, we won't sponsor you. Man, we don't care nothing about you sponsor. We got enough money now, clown. And that's what we got to do, man. We got to come around to divine time and overcome their mindset that they have set in our minds or brains of creating a criminal mentality that their reality is that, and they want us to emulate and duplicate them. I mean, like we say, we gangsters, we thugs, man. We are human beings. We are warriors. And that's what we must know, that we are warriors. Warriors have a warrior code. And we as Black people have a code of a warrior divine plan. First, we got to take back our mind and we got to give direction to those who need it in this day and time of super energy, super spiritual energy. It's coming, the energy coming from the planets in alignment, and this being the age of Aquarius. Don't listen to me. Just try it, man. Try it. Just be mentally free. Just be spiritually inclined. I don't care what your practice is, long as you put us like this and not like that. Because the religion that they give us is about divide and conquer. We got to come together in unity. That's why I say we got to, in the hashtag on my Facebook page, hashtags Black People Comedic Boycott Ham. On the other side of that, we do the same thing, but we deal with Black on Black stability, Black on Black, spending our money on Black, with Black, for Black. And that's a matter of fact. So I ain't gonna keep talking no longer. I just wanted to talk a little longer because yesterday I was cut short. I had to go take care of some Black business. What did I say? Against the Roman Empire. These vampire millionaires. I like when I said that. But anyway, all white people ain't bad because they got some John Browns around here, and they ain't all black people good, because you got the Oprah Winfrey's and the rest of those people that will neglect us and deal with those Europeans and who they trust and give their life to, and they will attack us, but they won't attack them and be around them, and they know what they do because they done it to them. That's right. But anyway, I'm gonna go. And oh, I ain't even finished drinking my ginger water yet, though. I'm not gonna finish drinking it on TV set or Facebook live set, my broadcast. Because I got to go get ready to do something. At that time, I may be getting a call. It's supposed to be at 9. It's 8:59. I'm going to see if you're going to call. Ah, man, I feel so good. I got to finish reading this book, getting another book, and writing. I got to do 2 books before April. Can I do it? I'll be getting up early enough to do it. So I'm going to do it. I got to get in this creative mode so I can do that and get this done, get it out the way. Oh, and as always, I like to say, practice my art. Peace, love, equilibrium, and practice the principles of my, then practice the principles of Kwanzaa every day throughout the year, and also deal with Black history, our story throughout eternity, because it will take that much time for you to learn it, for us to teach it. We got to go beyond 2019, and we talk about all the things that we've done within that, but then you go beyond that. Oh boy, I'm telling you, we some great people. We just got to believe. No, we got to know and be factual about ourselves and who we are as a people, and let go anything else, holidays and religions of Europeans worldwide. Don't practice nothing that they say. They're just genuine liars. I apologize if I hurt you, stepped on your feet, and you ain't had no. They got new tennis shoes that I seen the other day with steel toes. So you better put some of those on. Sometimes I got to put some of those on too, because I'll say something about myself, you know. But anyway, I'm gonna let y'all go. I'm gonna let y'all go in peace and love. And I'm gonna say Salaam Alaikum. I'm gonna say Shalom. I'm gonna say Ashe Hotep, you Obantu, Namaste. Yeah, Namaste. Alafe. I want to say that I love y'all. Y'all be strong, and let's overcome our attack upon ourselves so that we can control the environment and control the globe once again. We got to, but we got to turn that energy around where we hurt ourselves, and get into that energy where we love ourselves. So with that, I'm going to let us go. I'm going to let us glow. I'm going to let us flow, because that's what we do. The spiritual, divine essence. This is our blessing. So with that, y'all have a blessed day. Oh, let me do the roll call. I got to do the roll call. That we got, what was that? Katiria Harris. Who is this? Marcelo D. Pisa. We got Michael Muhammad. We got Bo Luther. We got Dingo Man, my man. Woo! We got Mikhail Ben Laurie. And who else? Part of this story. We got Kenneth McIntyre. I'm still waiting, bro. You know I'm still waiting. I ain't going to stop waiting because I got patience. Then we got Chris Matthew, the preacher from Sierra Leone. And we got that strong revolutionary brother, Everett Ford. Genius among us, like an Imhotep. Then we got Brandon. What do you say? He said, shit say fly. He joined us. Then we got Nuruddin, Abu Ibrahim. That's why I say Salam Alaikum, Ashe, Hotep. I say Shalom, because we not know where our brothers or sisters coming from anywhere on the globe. Y'all be blessed and y'all stay in power. And tomorrow is Friday, so I'll be here unless I'm And Friday is the last day of the week, so I won't be back on to Monday unless there's a special Blackanized report. Y'all be blessed and stay in black power, black peace, and black love. Garego maheno kotuno bakan. Isso kone shikari kola. Naka kasida. Love y'all, man. Love y'all to life. I'm telling you, I love y'all to life. Life. Y'all be blessed now. Say goodbye. Hey, goodbye. I did something wrong. Man, y'all take care now. Now y'all taking that. It was good.